This is a Bunkerboy production.
Pick the weed, whip the edge, blow it out, fill it in, move on to the next. It's the Bunkerboy Show. It's the Bunkerboy Podcast. It's the Bunkerboy Podcast.
Hello, welcome to another episode of the Bunker Boys podcast. We got Brad, and we have our very special guest for the evening, or I guess mid-afternoon, whatever you want to call it. He's the very first guest we had on the podcast, way back in the fucking day, about a year ago, maybe a little more. But yeah, give a warm welcome to Mr. Jacob Leachman. Hey.
Hi.
Hi. I like the you got a nice acoustic in that room, I can tell. If you had a guitar, I'm sure you'd sound really nice in there.
Mm-hmm. Does it sound okay?
No, yeah, you sound great. I can just tell. I can tell. No, you sound great. I'm just saying, I can tell that's a nice sounded. I don't know. They got the insulation packed in those walls, probably. You know?
Yeah, that's probably why.
It kind of looks like you're. For some reason, I feel like you're cold right now. Like you look like you're in a cold environment for some reason.
Sun's shining in on me. It's radiating.
Nah, I think it's the cool gray tones. I don't know. It just seems like a cold room.
It does feel like that sometimes.
How you been, pal?
Good. Great. Yeah. It's a weird period. It's the longest time I've ever been out of school. You know?
What's that, like fucking 5 months? Yeah. What are you in, like you taking a gap year or something? Is that what they call it?
Yep, that's exactly.
Calling it that?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Just kind of waiting. So
yeah. You sick of accruing more and more debt? You just want to give it a break?
Yeah, it's not good. It's really not good.
Yeah, I feel that. Have you decided, like, if you're going to stick with what you've been doing, or have you changed up what you're doing?
I changed it. Doing pharmacy now.
There you go, buddy.
It's a big switch, but this way is like so much less on your body, I feel like.
Yeah. Standing
is the hardest thing you have to do. But if you work in the pharmaceutical industry, you don't even have to stand. Chill.
there's jobs everywhere for that too, and it's a secure job. You get great money doing that.
They have a lot of good bonuses right now. That's why I was kind of interested.
Huh.
You get a lot of good shit. And
did your shit? Oh, sorry, Brad. Go ahead.
Dude, Jake, would you ever steal some pills?
No, don't say that on here, bro.
You're having a rough day, and you see something.
Brad's trying to incriminate me right now.
I know you ain't never gonna get in.
20 people came in a row for the same stuff, and you just see they look like they're having a great time, and you're like, damn, maybe I just want to try that.
I did read a thing about a pharmacist in Detroit that sold lean out the back of his pharmacy, and he made millions. He had it all tucked in his house.
Was it Young Dolph?
I have no idea.
No, he said Detroit, so it's probably like 42 Doug or something.
Young Dolph runs in Detroit.
Oh, well, not anymore. He's 6 feet.
Yeah. He sounds like a guy who went to pharmacy school.
Brad, fuck you, dude. You're so stupid.
You're stupid, man.
Fuck that. Pharmacy though, so you're gonna try to just secure like you're gonna open up your own RX place, right? That's the term, RX.
Yeah, prescription.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about starting a health brand of some kind one day. I think that'd be sweet.
A health brand?
Maybe you should do testosterone tests.
Yeah.
Make your own supplements? Your own supplements kind of health brand?
Yeah, or food supplements, testosterone, all that kind of stuff.
What kind of food would you come out with?
Well, there's one thing that's pretty interesting, and it's just super simple, but bone broth. Like somebody already has done this, but he sold it as like a health thing for the gut because I don't know if you guys read on like the health stuff, but
Yeah, I know
gut
about the
health is
gut.
like gut health is like the biggest thing
Yeah.
trend right now.
Yeah, I watched the whole Joe Rogan episode about that. That one doctor came in and talked. But why is bone broth good?
Just the protein, the way that I think it has a lot of collagen. So
It's
drinking
got
that, like,
it's got some good protein in it.
yeah, it's like amino acids that are good for the lining of the gut.
Damn. Is bone
Yeah.
broth expensive?
The kettle and fire is expensive. It's like $8 for a little pint of it or whatever.
Holy shit.
But
Maybe you
yeah,
could start selling shooters of that shit, you know?
yeah, like health shots, turmeric shots, they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Mm.
idea.
Maybe you
Well,
could also just make pills like we were talking about Chipotle. Make a pill where it just fucking makes you feel like you ate a fat burrito.
Yeah,
dude,
you
if
do
bone
that.
broth made you feel like that, I'd be chugging that shit.
There's a guy that his name is James Mayers or something. I think that's his name. He's the guy that came up with the idea of it, figured out how to get the stuff cheap, and then branded it like in a really smart way, and then sold it. And he's got it in Meyer and like Target and all those places. He's made like 70
Oh,
million or
I'm
something.
sure. Yeah, he's probably living good.
Good
What
for
the
him.
what the fuck do you mean though? Like you figured out how to get the stuff cheap? Where's he getting this bone broth?
I think it's a byproduct from like the chickens, you know, if you're just there's like
Look at
literally
all those chickens.
chicken weight like the waste from processing chickens, the
No
leftover
shit.
bones. So he's just buying up their scraps pretty much and making a product out of it.
Yeah,
Same with
he's probably pulling in with like a dump truck and he's got all those dead chickens out there, just the skeletons. He's like, throw them in, fucking
yeah,
grab that excavator and fucking put them right in the back.
it's
That's a
capitalism
genius
right
idea.
there.
Dang. Well, now since that's already been done, now you got to think of something other than bone broth. You got to think of like muscle milk. Oh, muscle milk's already fucking been done. Damn it! Like muscle something, some
Like
other
muscle broth.
like tendon something.
Yeah.
You know, you
Tendon
got to
broth.
find you got to find a different mark or a different brand, I guess.
Dude,
Yeah,
I know the perfect business partner for you, Jake. David McDougal.
Oh yes.
Dude. You guys that would be good, dude. He does all the marketing, making all those videos.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be bad. You just fucking you give him a backwood and some gypsy vodka, and that he'll be in. You know,
Dude, we need to
Is
try
that-
some of that.
I know. We had Dave come on the podcast, and yeah, he said he used to smoke backwoods every day before school, and then now his new favorite vodka is called I think it's gypsy vodka, right, Brad?
Yeah,
that what
Gypsy,
it is?
some guy gave it to him when he like made a delivery or something.
Yeah, did you know do you ever tip your FedEx drivers when they drop off a package?
Hell no. They get paid plenty enough to drive.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah, I never thought of that. It's something we learned. But shit. How do you know if your pills you're making are good? You gotta try that shit, right? Like you gotta try some of your own supply.
They used to. Back in the day. They
Crush
were
it up.
subjects. Yeah.
Crush it
I would-
up.
I wouldn't do that. I would not do that.
No, it's probably not good. Did your shit then, since you switched over, did it transfer? Was
Yeah.
everything able to That's good, because typically they're like, "Oh, fuck you! None of that's gonna transfer. You got to restart."
For
Well, that's
Michigan, though, they wanted me to fill out a new application. So I've been working on applying there. I might just to see. I don't want to go there. I'm already
Where?
like
Applying where? Michigan?
Yeah, U of M. I'm already a student at Midwestern. Like I'm going there for sure. But I could technically switch still.
You know a good pharmacy school?
Yeah, Ferris.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to be at Ferris.
No, it sucks over
yeah.
there, but they do have a good pharmacy.
They got like pharmacy and optometry.
Yeah, optometry.
I think those are their two
Dude,
main
that
hitters.
was the building right by us, and it was just all these nice looking fancy kids, and I fucking hated them.
A lot of Asian kids. Not trying to be racist, but I saw a lot of Asian kids being optometrists, you know? And it's kind of well, I'm not even gonna go into that, but
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
um,
I'm trying to avoid the sun right now.
no,
Yeah,
that's
why
fine.
you facing the sun? Do you have
You're
like a
glowing,
curtain? You
dude.
have a
No, you're
curtain?
glowing.
Um, I don't really have another spot, but I kind of hide right in the middle.
Yeah, you have a bar of like shade right there, and I can see your head sitting in it.
Yeah.
Is that the like the pane on the window? What is that
Yeah.
called? I forget what the fuck those are called. For some reason, that was what I was taught in school. So you're gonna have. Do you have a degree from Michigan State then?
Yeah.
So you'd have a Michigan State degree and potentially a Michigan degree too.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be interesting?
That's kind of tight. It's
That's
Yeah.
someone who
honestly dope, dude.
couldn't make up your mind. You're like, I'm just gonna fucking get both.
I like them both. I like both schools,
Yeah.
but yeah, the only thing is Midwestern is 3 years, Michigan's 4 years. And Midwestern, if you get a certain GPA, you can transfer out of the pharmacy school into their medical school. So
Hmm.
that's kind of alluring too, because I could do like surgery or something. That'd be kind of sweet.
Dude, you would do surgery?
Oh yeah.
Fuck that, bro.
Nah, this kid's a killer. I've always thought it. He's definitely he's definitely like Jeffrey Dahmer.
No.
I'm just joking. Um,
No, you're not. It's okay. It's okay. I've been told. It's all right.
nah, it's fine. I like you're very calm, which I think puts people off a lot. They're like, that's very odd. That kid's very just laid back, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
just how you've always fucking been, you know?
It takes me a while to process stuff people say. I really try to think about it.
No, I know you're a calculated person, I feel like.
I try.
You don't just say shit to say it. You fucking think of it.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes I definitely just say stuff.
Then that's my favorite part of you is when we get a couple drinks flowing in you and then you just get fucking wild. Your hair fucking kind of, you run it through your hands through your hair a little bit and it starts to stand up and it's just like, hey, like you turn into fucking
Remember
a
the stuff we did
Jim
in
Carrey character.
middle school?
What?
Remember what we used to do in middle school?
I mean, should we cut this too? I don't know what you're about to say.
The amount of trouble.
Oh yeah.
But
Give me a story. You got one off the top of your head?
getting paper airplanes stuck in the top of that little tech room.
That was a weird fucking class, dude. Tech science
Miss Edwards always
oh my
Oh.
go right ahead and go right ahead and go right ahead. That's all she said. Yeah.
Dude, how do you still remember that?
I remember that now that you said it, dude. That's so funny. Go right ahead.
It drove me insane.
Yeah, we spent hours just learning how to make a perfect airplane, and I still didn't. I still didn't fucking win that competition. Like walking down to the gym and seeing how far we could throw them. Mine did like a swirly and then dove.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a
pretty.
joke! What a joke! I liked watching. Who was the health teacher?
Barlett or whatever.
Ballard. Ballard. I liked when she would just show vaginas and penises. I thought that was funny. I was like, ooh.
You guys ever see The Birth?
No, I don't think I
What?
ever saw Birth.
That was in high school. They put on like not a live birth, but like the full process of giving birth.
Yeah,
That
you
was
like
pretty
that?
fun.
Yeah, you like that?
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess I might be a little slow to the pregnancy game, but I just found out that not only do you birth the fucking kid, but you also have to birth the placenta. So it's like a double birth. I
What do
didn't
you
know
mean?
that.
Yeah,
All right.
Mr. Dion claims that he harvested that from his wife and then
Huh?
kept it in the freezer and she saw it in there and he just brushed it off like as something totally different.
He
And
kept it. He harvested.
Yeah, he said he was going to keep it and then she made him get rid of it, so he buried it and he used it as nutrients for his apple trees.
Yeah, I've heard
Wow.
of people doing that before.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of him like nutrienting trees. but
It's good
I've heard
for
of
you.
people eating them, like just
You gonna eat
for
yours, dude?
save it for like a sauce or something. Like use it, make a nice what's it called?
Chutney?
A
That's pretty
ruse?
left wing stuff right there.
A what?
It's pretty left wing. I don't know.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, then fuck that. I don't want that shit. I'll throw that shit. I'll throw that shit right in the trash when it comes popping out of the coochie. But yeah, I guess Brad, that you have to push that thing out too right after. So that they just say, stay open wide because we got maybe a twin coming out, and then it's just a sack of fluid that the baby lives off of. I guess I don't know. I feel like I missed a lot of stuff in health class.
It don't matter. I just remember watching the 30-day McDonald's eater guy.
Yeah, the
Supersize me.
supersize. Yeah,
Yeah, what a champ, dude.
What a gluttonous bastard. That he created that whole thing just so he could have an excuse to eat all that.
Dude, I love just going to school and watching movies. You go to school, you show up and like, we're watching a movie, and you're like, fuck yeah.
fuck yeah,
Brad, I
you
always
kick
thought
back.
you were gonna be some kind of successful entrepreneur. Same with AJ. You guys
No,
always had these
it's
ideas.
not too late, bro. You hit me up about this. I wanted to talk about this. You texted
Yeah.
me. I finally read all the. You sent me a good paragraph of like,
I was flying high manic that day.
no, that's fine. Get into tell
Let me hear
people
about
listening
it.
and tell Brad what you were asking me.
What I was asking you, I was asking what the aim of the podcast was. Because
Right.
usually people are using podcasts or, it's a platform for garnering attention to advertise products or create your own product or sell a brand or sell ideas or whatever.
Yep.
And I was just wondering if you guys were going to do that. So that's what I see all the time. That's like
Yeah.
all the biggest podcasts do that kind of stuff.
Dude, so if you're looking at our podcast, give us an idea. What do you think we would be good at representing and always having like a good discussion about?
Obviously golf.
You think though?
Yeah.
You can only talk so much about golf.
I think something that we could garner attention on is sports betting and maybe
Yeah.
um I like you said like your supplements of some sort. Like we could probably talk about like
Well,
health of some sort. I don't know.
if you're creative enough, you can web everything together. It doesn't matter.
See, I like the health one just because when you do sports betting, then you're just kind of getting a more male target audience,
Yeah.
I like the diversity of like having.
Maybe you could change that. You find a girl to bring on, and
We tried that. We have
Get
like Caitlin
interested in
Kirby
that.
on.
We've had a few girls on, but we could get Brad's girl like Demi Bagby or whatever. And
Bro, come on. What are you trying to do to me?
dude, this was old you. Shut the fuck up. This was like back in the day, but that's the first fitness girl I could think of. I'm trying to just think,
bro.
Brad,
You don't do that. You don't do that to a bro. Come on.
dude, you're such a fucking
cut his head off now.
huh?
Brad's girlfriend is ruthless. You gotta be careful.
Do you know?
Dude,
I know.
Jake, that was so funny. I don't know why I didn't open your snap until like later in the day, but I just seen my little head just sitting in the passenger seat. That was funny as hell.
I knew it was you. You had your hood up, but
Little head?
Could you tell it was me from the back, or did you?
You know what's funny? She had a bobblehead on the dashboard.
Yeah, it's like a bird.
Mm-hmm.
But did you see me from the side as we were pulling in, or did you see me just from the back and you knew it was me?
I couldn't make it out. You were going freaking hypersonic speeds in there.
Yeah,
Where was this?
Starbucks.
Starbucks. I was pulling in, turning, and then a red flash.
Well, it was funny because now that I think about it, there was a red truck, and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna stop," and I said, "No, go."
Yeah.
He's turning in. We're already in the business like facility. We have the right. So I was like, "Go," and then she really went.
She did. She sure did.
But I don't know. Because
I guess
you know how. Actually, first off, Jake, what do you get from Starbucks? This will answer a lot.
Grande Nitro Cold Brew.
Okay, I get cold brew. I was on the cold brew kick, but now I get this thing called like an ice shaken espresso, oat milk something. and it's got like 4 shots in it, bro. Game changer.
Well, if you just get the iced Americano with an extra shot of espresso, that's pretty powerful too.
Yeah, I've
Like
always
ice.
wanted to just try getting an iced Americano because I always hear everybody drinking it, but I always never do.
Just straight up espresso and water and some ice.
Water?
Yeah.
Really?
Dilute the espresso a little bit.
AJ gets Dunkin' Donuts.
No, I don't go to Dunkin'. Dunkin's a little overplayed. I stopped getting the old
Dunkin'.
medium hot 1-in-1. I go, where do I go? Oh, I go to Aroma Joe's now, baby. AJ's.
Now
That's my place.
That's
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's my spot. I just get a black iced coffee. I don't get any fucking nitro. I don't get any NOS in my shit. Whatever you guys are talking about.
I only
used
get
to
that
go-
shit on the weekends.
The only reason is I can make the black coffee anytime I want with the Nespresso. But if I'm going to Starbucks, it's a grand occasion, so I'm going to get
Right.
smoother nitro brew because it's got the bubbles in it and it makes it nicer.
Does it really have bubbles in it?
Yeah, it's the nitro. It's nitrogen.
What is night? Oh, okay. So what does that do then?
Is it like is it drinking like Pepsi or something? Like that carbonated feel?
No, not at all. It's not like that. It makes it smooth. You know how coffee's bitter and it can be chalky sometimes,
Yeah.
like sludge or something?
I
Yeah.
like that.
I like it. It's good. That's kind of how you know it's good coffee. But like the nitro aspect makes it so much more smooth, and you just feel like I don't know. You taste it.
Is that some sort of like placebo thing, you think? Like you see the word nitro and you're like, oh, this is going to be fucking lit.
It's the same as bread. Bread has gluten, which causes those air bubbles that hold so much flavor. Gluten-free bread is garbage because they don't have those air pockets in it.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, fuck all the diabetic, like celiac disease people that can't eat that
Dude,
shit.
why, bro? Why?
Because my cousin's got celiacs and diabetes, and I know someone on your side of the world
Dude,
also
you
does.
Dude, you just trying to cause just havoc, bro. Come on.
Nah, I mean, it sucks living that way, but like, fuck. Whatever. Just eat some. Eat some bread with some gluten.
Dude, you're funny, bro.
That stuff's non-existent.
Yeah, gluten allergies and shit.
Yeah.
You think it's a deeper thing? Like it's not really gluten, but they just fucking
You know how many possible things it could be? To pinpoint one thing and think that that's the one thing that's causing you those problems?
Bro.
It's kind of like the peanut allergy too. Like apparently
I
back in
agree
the
with
day, I think like 30 years ago, peanut allergies weren't even a fucking thing. Like no one had peanut allergies, and now all of a sudden everyone's got a fucking peanut allergy.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, I've heard plenty of also, somewhat smart sounding people talk about this. And I'm like, that's a good point. I've asked my father about it. I was like, did you have peanut allergies when you were younger? He's like, fuck no. And so I was like, it's a fact.
I wonder if it's just the peanuts, I don't know.
Are you allergic to anything, Jake?
Look at the fucking peanuts he's got right next.
That's,
Wow.
that's exactly
Are those honey roasted or just like lightly salted?
dry roasted, salted.
All right.
You like peanuts?
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw when I came in and I was hungry, so.
Is that something you eat like when you're doing school and shit? Just something to nibble on?
No, I just starve mostly.
He's fasting.
Dude, once you fast and you study, you hit this point eventually where you're in like elevated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're kind of in the flow state or something.
100%. Yeah.
Speaking of peanuts, this guy at my work just had a colonoscopy, and apparently you can't eat peanuts or seeds for like a whole week. You gotta kind of like drain your system, And you think about it, there's seeds in so many fucking things you eat, like cucumbers, tomato, yeah, like just all the. And so I was like, well, what are you eating? He's like, I've been eating graham crackers and fucking like cheese and shit. And so I was like, that sounds horrible. Like that doesn't sound good. And he came in, he was supposed to come back Tuesday. Right? Yesterday's Tuesday. And he called out. And so when I saw him this morning, I was like, how come you called out? Like, your colonoscopy was over. It was Monday. You should have been back. He's like, yeah, well, the doctor told me that he thought he nicked my asshole on the way out, and just to keep an eye out for it. And I was like, and he's like, and so when I woke up, I felt like I had to shit, which was kind of weird because right after the colonoscopy, apparently you shit your brains out like crazy already. And so he's like, there's no way I got shit left in me. And so the shit he was feeling was just like a sack of blood. Just
Well, you
all
shit your brains out before because you drink that shit, and then after they put something in your butthole and you have nothing in you.
He probably had like a hemorrhoid. I don't know.
well, he thinks a fingernail caught him or something on the way out.
Did he tell you what it felt like? What was he feeling?
I think they kind of sedate you a little bit. I don't know if you're feeling too much. I don't think they just go right in there like dry, you know? They don't just spit on you and fucking
But he
shove
was just
something in
scared
you.
because he didn't want to feel pain at work, so he just played it safe.
Well, he said his ass was bleeding all day. So he didn't feel safe. So I said, why don't you just shove one of them Super Duty tampons up there? He's like,
First question,
I thought about it. What?
is he getting colonoscopy? Is he like 50? So you
Yeah,
said?
he's 45 or something. I think you have to get it when you're 40 something. I forget what it
Over
is.
50.
You know Cologuard?
Cologuard.
Yeah, have you ever seen those commercials?
Is that the toothpaste I use?
No.
Colgate?
Yeah. Cologuard commercials are like the best commercials ever. Just the stupid rectal cancer screening thing.
Uh,
The little box character they use, he's the best, I'm telling you.
I'll check some out. Maybe we can pull some up actually.
Bro, I like the Red Bull commercials, that little cartoon guy.
Yeah. There was one I just saw where this guy was raking in a circle. And
Yeah, that's the new one.
yeah,
That's what I'm
he
thinking.
started outside and finished in. They're like, oh, you're never supposed to start outside.
No, he
Oh,
said rookie, yeah, and then
Yeah.
they're like, here, have
Gives
some
him a
wings.
Red Bull, flies
Yeah.
away. It
Yeah.
was perfect.
It was
Hey.
dope.
Hey, Leachy, who you got for the Super Bowl this?
Eagles.
Good man, fly Eagles fly. Is that just because you don't want to see fucking Pat Mahomes, or you just
Because I preemptively asked a guy at work that knows about football.
and he said Eagles?
Yeah.
See,
That's a good
everyone's
way to
been
go about it.
saying Eagles, but I feel like I want the Eagles to win, but
Well,
I don't know.
whenever I used to play mobile Madden or whatever, Madden on the phone,
Yeah,
and the team that I always played with was the Chiefs for whatever reason.
because they were stacked for a while. They are still fucking stacked, but
Yeah, but as you know, maybe I just don't watch football, so I don't know. Completely uneducated guess, but I'm
Yeah.
going with the Eagles.
I remember that from the last pod we did. We asked him about sports,
No.
and he said that he
Yeah,
didn't
I know.
anything.
yeah, I know he's not like big into it, but
I don't know much
You know,
either.
it's the
I just
fucking
know it from
Super
fantasy
Bowl.
football, you know?
I know that the Super Bowl is in Glendale, Arizona, where I'm moving to, so that's pretty sweet.
you're moving to
you're moving
Glendale?
Glendale, huh?
Yeah,
What's out there? What brings Jake out there?
that's farmers.
Pills,
Yeah,
Pharmaceuticals.
big pill market out there.
borders close by.
Yeah, I mean, um, is that close to like the Red Mesa, or is the whole state basically a fucking Red Mesa? I ain't never been out to Arizona.
The whole state is the
Have
same.
you been there?
No, but from what I've researched so far, like you go north a little ways up to Flagstaff and it changes completely. But everything south of that is terrible.
Yeah, I was in Flagstaff.
Glendale. What's
Yeah.
that fucking what's like the diversity like out there? Is there walks of all life, or is that just
Well, it's a suburb of Phoenix, so it's pretty diverse.
It's got like a hint of New
Arizona.
Mexico.
Arizona is very white, but
is it?
then you have you obviously have like Hispanic and everything, but
Yeah.
Glendale is a little different. Glendale is pretty white, I think.
When I was out there, all I seen was bums everywhere. Straight bums. Like, you know how Patrick has a stick with the bag on it?
Yeah.
Straight up those kind of bums, dude.
Hey man, we just had Chris on here. He
No,
was
he had a bag that attached to him. So that was
yeah,
a
but
good bag.
he also had the walking stick though. I remember because in the video he literally had the stick with the sack on the back.
I kind of want to get one of those, bro. Make it like a school
Uh,
bag.
I thought that was so funny how he's like, "Hey, it's attached to me. It's attached."
Right.
Who is
He-
this?
Chris Gibson. He was
He
trying,
hitchhiked to Florida.
yeah, and people kept mugging him and trying to steal his bag.
In Atlanta, dude.
In Atlanta, and what other place did he say? He said he got mugged in some other place. New York City, which is, makes sense. New York's fucking sketch.
Yeah.
Fire.
What?
So he's playing with fire.
Yeah, he's a nomad, dude. He's just going where the wind took him. That's what it seemed like. What did I have on here? I had a question I wanted to ask you. Oh, do you ever miss being a bunker boy?
Yeah, of course.
Do you?
Yeah.
I sent you a memory I got on my Snap. It
Maybe look at
was
that.
it was you and Kroll sitting in a fucking golf cart. I was on a Sam Pro. Brad was probably fucking picking weeds or something.
Dude, I can picture Jake and Brennan in the cart right now. They're just
Oh,
sitting there
dude.
drinking coffee.
Two goons, bro. Two goons just
Jake,
Of
Jake,
course I miss it, dude.
you want to see if I can make
this?
this thing do a wheelie? It's doing dumb shit, dude.
But do you time of your life and you're just like, that wasn't that bad?
Oh yeah.
Like that was a pretty laid back fucking job, you know?
I looked so young in that video. I just watched
I
it.
know, that's why I sent it to you. I was like, whoa, that's a different dude. It's a different character. That's the kid that I punched in the sternum.
Yeah, and you brought out all my anger. That was intense. I think you caused my arrhythmia that day.
And your mom was very upset at me that day too. She was not too happy with me doing that. Yeah. For those of you listening, I punched Jake pretty hard right in the fucking sternum. I think we were messing around. It was in your old house. I thought like you did something to me.
You had a cast on, and you were jumping up and like hitting into the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, "Hey, you got to stop doing that." Then you did it again, and I was like, "Ah, the disrespect." I shot you, you jumped, and then you're like, "Oh yeah," right here, right in my chest. And then you lit a flame inside me.
Ah, the disrespect.
And I ripped my shirt off. I swear, like, I just chased him, and he looked like a scared, abused animal.
Ah,
Ouch.
dude, fuck. I forgot about the cast part. That's such a good story.
I
Oh,
remember all of those things.
Brad, have you ever heard the story? We were in his backyard and we were playing catch with a football. And he's like, dude, I'm gonna try to throw this football like I'm a pitcher in baseball. So like he did like this wind up and fucking as he's following through with the pitch, he throws the football, it goes way over my fucking head and smashes right through a window behind in his garage.
I
dude.
think I heard it once a while
Oh.
ago. That's funny though, bro.
I forget, someone showed up. It was either Brad or your mother, but not you, Brad, but like whatever.
I know I wasn't there.
Dude, so good.
Remember flying the kite and we caught it on the TV pole and it bent? Remember that?
Yeah, there's a lot of funny fucking stories like that. Yeah, flying the kite like 300 yards in the fucking air and just letting it pull you, and then it took a dive. Damn. Do you wanna? Fuck.
So if we were to create a business together, what do you think we could all link up on? You think we should open like a pharmacy? I find the sources, AJ fucking makes sure all the renovations, everything fucking electrically good up in there. All the
Just the electrical. That's our plumbing's gonna be
No, you have
ass.
to do everything. You have to do everything, bro.
This is my idea of what I think we'd be good at. Scaling a business, like a medical kind of business. Like you start with one office, scale it up to the cash flow you want, and then you put that right into another one. I see Brad being like an advertiser, going around and socializing with people.
Oh, yeah, I'd do
He
that,
could be
but
doing like the
I
technical.
got I gotta we gotta have a valuable product. Like, for instance, where I work, beer is so valuable and everybody wants it, and when COVID comes around, you can't shut beer down. So it's like you need something powerful like that.
Brad, that's sinister. You're trying to get people addicted to stuff.
Right, but we don't care as long as it's making money.
Yeah, there's a lot
John,
of people. There's a lot of people out there doing that same fucking model. They
I
don't
actually
care if
don't
people are
mind being.
dying.
So I think it's totally possible to have a business that's based in solid, good stuff, you know?
Well, yeah, but it's harder.
Only the people that are less intelligent have to resort to crime to have
Like,
success.
we gotta find like the
Brad, that was a dig at you, bitch.
I honestly
Yeah.
didn't even hear it. I was thinking in my head. What do you say?
No, just keep going. What was your thought?
No, I don't want.
Oh, come on. Fuck. Scaling, huh? So I can see it now. Leachman. No, we gotta make it. What's your middle name? Alexander. We gotta do like Alexander the Greats. Alexander's
Brad, is
Great.
your middle name like Alan?
David.
Okay.
But dude, I'm thinking we could just like start like a loan business. You know, we get a bankroll, we all work a little bit, get a bankroll, and we give people loans, and we have our own little cash advance. Like that's valuable because there's a bunch of people that need money. You know, something like that's a service
You
where they
know,
need you, but no matter how stern you are,
I've
you can't really
considered
ruin the relationship.
like honestly like the marijuana industry, especially up here right now.
Yeah,
Like growing or the business side of it.
Business side of it and scaling it, you know,
Yeah,
and being a pharmacist, I feel like that's kind of helpful in that way. But
yeah.
I don't know.
that is true. That does kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I'd love to just be the
I'm
guy.
interested in, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm just interested in those businesses that you can scale up, you know,
Yeah.
You can scale up any kind of business, though.
depending.
Coffee shop.
You want stuff that's not super complex. It's easier to scale up the stuff that's like bread and butter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, money.
That's pretty complex.
Not really.
Yeah, money.
Yeah. Hey, you guys should watch the movie Laundromat. Laundromat.
What's it about?
Laundromat.
Yeah.
It's about laundering money through a
Yeah.
laundromat.
No.
Oh,
It's
was the
about
dude's name Matt in the movie?
no.
Ah, damn, that'd be good. It's
It's
about what?
the secret hidden rules of money that the meek don't understand.
What do you mean?
That's a good word.
Go into it. What do you mean the secret rules?
I'd have to Google it because I don't know them.
You don't remember just one?
Um, I think number one was the meek always lose. I have to look.
What's meek?
People that
Sounds
are,
like people that are fucking sheep.
Retarded.
Yeah.
no, the ones that take everybody else's words as the truth and they don't think beyond, you know,
Mm.
put right in front of them
So like 80% of the population.
or more.
I feel like I'm a meek man.
Dude, let's come up with a good rap name for Jake.
Okay. I'm just staring at him. Hey, Jake, turn your head a little bit more to the left.
To the left, to the left.
No, to the right, to the right.
To the right, to the right.
Just so I can get a profile of you in that shadow. Yeah, that's nice. Hang on. Go forward a little bit. Go forward. I want the shadow from the sun on the back of your wall. Yeah. Turn right a little. Yeah. All right. That's perfect. He's going to be
That's
slender.
scary.
Slender guy.
Why'd
rap
you have to
name.
do that one, dude?
Rap name.
Uh,
Jake used to rap back in the day. What did we call him? We called him nah, he didn't rap. I don't think
Uh,
Jake's a rap guy. I think Jake's more like what do you listen to?
I'll pull it up on Spotify. Let's see.
You know what you listen to. Tyler
Superhero
Childers.
by
What?
Mr. Boomin, Future,
oh, he's pretty cultured.
Creepin', same album. Main Attraction by Jeremy Renner. You know that one?
Jeremy Renner, the actor?
Yeah.
Hawkeye?
Yeah.
He sings it?
Yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah, he has his own. He makes music.
Wait,
And
what's the name
like
of this? I gotta look this up.
Main Attraction, you will recognize it immediately.
Main attraction, Jeremy. What? Did you see what happened to old Jeremy Renner? He got hit by a
Yeah.
plow or something. He got plowed.
Yeah.
Mm. Isn't that what you were telling me that one time?
Yeah, he got hit by a
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, he was hiding in one of the snowbanks. One of the things you should never do.
Yeah, snowbanks, dude, they'll get you.
As a kid, I was terrified by that shit. Don't hide in the snowbanks. The plows will come and swipe you away. Okay.
Bro. You want to hear a crazy
Haven't you
dream?
seen Frosty?
What?
The movie Frosty? The dad gets hit
Oh,
by a plow truck.
the new like
He
scary
becomes
movie. Yeah.
No, I've never
It's
seen
old.
that.
Is it?
No, it's old.
I haven't seen it. What were you saying about your dream, Brad?
Oh, you want to hear a crazy, bad dream? So I had a bad dream last night, and I woke up at 3 in the morning, couldn't go back to sleep. So where I receive trucks at my work, it's like a place where you have to get verified to get in, you know. And it was this girl, and she was delivering a Little Caesars pizza to me, right? And she's probably like 20 years old with glasses, and I was like, "What are you delivering pizza here?" I was like, "How'd you get in here?" And then she was like, "I'm just here to deliver a pizza. Someone in your building ordered it." And I was like, "What?" Like, what are you talking about? And then a random call from Florida was on my phone, and I answered it, and they said, "She's a threat. She's a threat. Get away. Get away. We've been looking for her." And I was like, "What?" And then
Sounds
she
like you've
pulled out
been playing
she
too
pulled out
many
a gun
games.
and shot me,
Damn,
dude.
that phone call didn't
It
do
was
it then.
so scary, bro.
Damn, I
But it was
love
like
that.
more dramatic.
I love that to help paint the picture. You're like she was probably like a 20-year-old girl with glasses. It's just
I didn't want
totally
you thinking of like an old hag, you know.
no. That's perfect. I like it.
Like
It
it
was
had to be
very
someone believable,
Somebody who's
definitely.
still capable.
right? But
I
like,
would
I was
have.
just like delivering pizza. I was like, "You're on the wrong side of the building," you know.
I
Like
would
that's what I
have
was
loved
thinking.
if you opened a pizza box and then you died. Like something blew up. Like nah, hang up on the Florida guy.
Dude,
Fuck
come
that.
on.
I'm gonna eat
You
this extra
shouldn't love that
cheesy
I die at
crust.
all, man.
Dude, in your dreams, you can suck it.
Oh my, dude.
Dude, I've had you die in so many of my dreams, and I've been the catalyst for most of it. Like I've been the reason why you've died.
Yeah, I've killed you in my
I've been like,
dreams too,
kill
man.
him. I didn't say I killed you. I said you died, and I've been the reason why you've died. But doesn't mean I killed you. It means like I probably fucking said no, he did it, and then they killed you. You know. But here,
Yeah.
let's do a couple quick current events. We'll get this show wrapped up. Um,
Why we wrapped up?
because everyone's got shit going on in their lives,
You
and you
got
never
something
want
going
to.
on, Jake?
I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah,
here
I
we
ain't got
fucking go.
shit.
All right,
I was
well,
just thinking about your dream.
Yeah, what do you think about it? Isn't that kind of scary?
Soaking it in. I love dreams.
Me too. I
You
value my
know,
dreams.
you know about hypnagogic state?
I know about some
No.
dream
I'm gonna
state, but I
venture to
don't know
say
about that
no.
one.
You know Salvatore Dali.
yes.
Yeah, the famous artist. He
Bro,
would
the way you look out in the distance when you say those big words like that, I was like, damn, he's really knowing something over here, champ.
he used so you know when you fall asleep sometimes you're right on the brink of falling asleep and you have like a crazy thought. You feel like
Yeah.
you figured out the problem. You have a solution. I don't know if you ever had that or not.
Oh yeah.
I know what
But
you're talking about. Yeah.
Ali used to do that on purpose he would hold like some marbles or whatever in his hand, and then he'd sit with it hanging or a spoon or whatever, and he'd have his easel in front of him and all the stuff to paint. And then as he would fall asleep, he would drop the spoon and would wake him back up, and he was super groggy and half asleep. He'd do it over and over and over, and eventually would start painting from like this half awake state. And he created like some of the most famous pieces of art ever doing that. Got a lot of his ideas from that weird half wave kind of place. So yeah, dreams are pretty interesting. I like playing
that's
around with that
wild.
stuff.
Well, was that because of dreams, or was that because he was half
Well,
awake?
you would think that your cognitive state would decline if you're half awake, but for him, it kind of enhances creativity.
Hmm.
Kind of help him get past the stuff that you can't think of when you're in super sober state.
Right.
That's fucking wild. Because like, never in my life have I ever thought to hold marbles or a spoon or anything as I'm about to go. You know, like, how do you even think of doing that in the first place?
That's
Yeah.
a good little trick, right?
Yeah, that's fucked up. I'm gonna hold like maybe I'll hold like a TV remote, and when I wake up, maybe I'll change the channel or something. And I don't know. I don't know what I would hold. I wouldn't hold marbles or a spoon
I'd
though.
probably just hold my wiener.
Hmm.
Something that it has to wake you up.
You're like, whoa, it grew. And you fall back asleep.
Yeah.
Cool. Shit.
Dude, as a kid, I'd always like kind of put my hand in my pants and just feel my nuts. I don't do that ever anymore. You know?
Oh, well, I definitely do.
It's just like, dude, I just have like I've been with this thing for so long. It's like I don't fucking care about it no more.
No, when I sit on the couch and I get comfortable, my hand goes right in my pants and I just cup them, you know?
Yeah.
Waistband is a good place to like park your hands, you know?
Oh, dude, I get yelled at too. Get your hands out of there.
That's what
Yeah.
pockets for.
Yeah, because they're always there. My pockets, I ain't put my hands in my pockets when I'm sitting on the couch or something. I'll
Why?
just, because the waistband, like Jake says, is a great place to park your hands because it's like tight. It's against you. It's your own body.
Parkinson's like me.
You have what?
Tremors.
You have Parkinson's? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said if you're old and you have Parkinson's like me,
Damn.
stop the tremors, you know?
Oh,
You got the
fuck.
tremor?
No, just joking.
No, I know. I feel like I would know if you really did have Parkinson's because I'd probably start a GoFundMe or something for you, you know? I'd be like, help my guy out.
I would
That's
hope
a
so.
business, bro. We'll act like we have a disease or something, and then we'll try to get just money off the street.
That's just
See,
called scam,
that's-
bro.
But
And then we'll make a
awesome.
TV show out of it. Like in Practical Jokers, but we'll call it like disabled looting.
Disabled looting.
Or just completely valuable scammer.
Call it fucking assholes is what the name of the show is because that's such a dick
Oh.
move, bro. You can't do that. I'm sure there are people. I heard like a stat
Oh.
that most of the big charities in the world only give like fucking 3% or 3 to 10% of the money they get from it, donations to the victims or whatever the charity's for, you know, and the rest goes right in their pocket.
That's what we got to do. We got to
Charity.
Yes, and not give a single dime to what we say we're going to give it to.
No, we have to give a couple dimes.
Even better than charities are think tanks because there's no guarantee with a think tank that you're
A
even
think
giving
tank?
Yeah.
Is that one of those things you submerge yourself in the water and you
No.
sometimes accidentally come because of the weird like feelings?
Champ, why are you calling me out so much, bro?
That's the.
What are you talking about, dude?
You ever done one of those?
No, you ain't the only one. That shit
You
happens.
did that?
No, I wish.
I did that.
Sounds incredible.
You guys done the isolation chamber?
Yeah.
Brad has, yeah.
Aren't they great? You probably did it in Saginaw, didn't you?
No, Arizona. I was in Sedona.
Flagstaff.
No, you fly into Flagstaff. That's like the airport.
Yeah.
That's funny. I would love to. Isn't it? It's just a bunch of Epsom salt and you just lay
Yeah,
there.
it's
like
it's
5,000
weird.
pounds of
It's
that.
weird when salt's in your butt crack. To be honest.
You sit in the salt like you ain't.
Me,
I
You
thought
Brett,
float.
I thought you floated.
You float. There's like what? What is it? 10,000 pounds of salt? What is it?
the one mine had 5,000 pounds, I think.
Mine had 10, I think.
Probably because it was
And
more.
then right when you get out, they hook you up with these tubes and they put fresh eucalyptus stuff up your nose, and so you get refreshed. And I don't know, man. I was
I
feeling
didn't have
good.
that. I just showered.
Dude, that's lame.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool.
It was all right.
Huh. Did you have great thoughts in there?
No, I just kept hitting my head on the thing.
Dude, yeah, you do. You float back and you hit your head, and
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
So what I did, I put my arm like this.
yeah. So I would float up and then I just boom, and then I come back. This
Dude,
is
I forgot
distracting.
all about that. You brought that up, and that happened to me like 5 times in a row. And since my head's a little bigger, it fucking hit
Yeah,
all
and
the
when you
time.
do it in there and your ears are like this, I had
Oh,
earplugs, but it would like radiate through my whole spine.
yeah.
It was like, this is dumb.
When Brad's head hit, it probably sounded like a fucking
There,
truck crashing on the
I was
outside.
waiting for the joke, champ.
Well,
And you
yeah,
were
I had to let Jake
when
finish his
Brad's
stuff.
head hits, it probably sounds like a truck crash.
Brad, I'm sorry, dude. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
dude, anything about the big head, you always chime in.
Yeah, I
It's
love
making
it.
you stronger, Brad, emotionally.
Yeah, because I'm damaged goods, so I got to take it out on
No,
someone
I like
else.
it. You know I like that shit, bro.
All right. Well, now let's go into like fucking two current events. This first one, Jake will fucking like because I know he's half robot.
Chat GPT.
No. But that is pretty neat, huh?
Yeah, I've been using it sometimes. Then I saw
Really?
how skewed it is.
Is
Yeah,
it available to everybody, or do you have to buy it?
it's available. There's like sometimes you have to wait in order to get on the page. You have
Huh.
to, all you have to do is create an account on OpenAI.com.
Hmm. What did you use it for, though? Did you just use it for like
I
fun
asked
or for real?
I asked it some questions about fraud.
What?
Just kidding. I asked about like Shopify coding, like little things you can do to change a Shopify website with code
Hmm.
to personalize it. But yeah, go ahead.
Dude, you're interesting.
Nah, I love it. I'd love to be in his brain for a minute and just fucking everything would be so it'd be filed so neatly in there. There wouldn't be a fucking speck of dust. Mine is just little people running around like, holy fuck, what's gonna happen next, you know? Jake's planned. But this first one is I figured this would be cool for Brad too. Because he likes kickflipping, and I feel like he would learn how to kickflip these. It says motorized AI-driven moonwalker shoes aim to enhance walking and reshape urban mobility. It says, why walk like a regular person when you could just walk at the speed of running?
Is that like modern Heelys?
No, dude, it's like, you know those hoverboards? It's
No,
like,
dude.
all right, well, you're gonna have to look those up then. So it says, it says, moonwalkers are described as the world's fastest shoes, which seems a strange thing to say since a shoe can only be as fast as the person wearing it. The description is accurate, though, since this is no regular shoe, but an AI-driven motorized gadget that you can strap onto the top of your regular non-smart shoe, and then is capable of motor assisting you to walk with the speed of running. I heard it says it goes up to 7. Yeah, right here. Put it simply, the faster you walk, the more the moonwalker accelerates up to 7 miles per hour or 11 kilometers per hour, which who gives a fuck about kilometers per hour? I got a video because it's way cooler to watch the video. Wow, that thing came right up. Look at that. Look at this dude just like steezy walking through.
Oh, hey, dude, that looks smooth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even on
wow, I
like,
can kind of see how it works. That's actually really cool.
and it's on, look at that. It's like in dirt or gravel. I
I
want to see.
know for a fact that that does not work like that. There's no way.
Come on, dude. It's AI.
Oh yeah.
There's a part so you can walk your dog quicker. Look at that. That's smooth, my man. uh, uh, and then when it comes to steps, you slow right down. Dun,
Do you see
dun.
how he hesitated right there on the
Well, yeah,
step?
because you have there's like a if I read more about the shoe itself, you have to like stop
Part
and
of the
like
process.
you have to stomp down a little bit to
Dude,
like
how
get it.
heavy are those? Those look
Look
like
at
they're
it,
pretty heavy as he's walking
she
up the stairs.
she's in her Doc Martens, bro. You have to stop to like you use the toe or something to stop the wheels from moving when you're going up steps. But I just thought that was pretty cool. I figured like this is Jake Leachman right here walking down to the fucking RX building, you know?
Absolutely not. I have like 3 or 4 points to say about that. I think
All right, yeah. Well, give me one.
one, the
I love just
positive
watching them
aspect,
walk. Yeah, what's the positive?
it's going to be good for
Hmm.
doctors and dentists that need to repair faces.
Repair faces.
Yeah. You ever read any statistics on like the Lime scooters? I mean, those look a lot more dangerous. You probably are on the
Dude, yeah,
Oh,
people die.
oh, you're saying because of
the dangerous
injuries.
aspect to it. And the next thing, uh, I feel like that's just molding us into like more hyper productive states that just completely make us unhappy.
You don't think you'd be happy walking on those things?
No,
I'd be happy if I had them and you guys didn't.
just
I'd
walk.
want to. I'd want to
Literally just
race you
walk.
guys. I wonder if they're gonna.
What are the odds here? Hang on, champ. Go on to this one.
Hang on. Before we get into it, it's almost like you're walking on those moving walkways at the airport, though. You don't feel cool walking on those things when you're like passing people at high
Yeah, but
speeds,
that's purely for the efficiency point, you know?
and that's not efficient to you, though.
I walk
Oh,
to the
it
side.
is 100%. I use those every time, but like when you can't anybody just have a chill walk and just walk past some trees and look at the sticks on it or something? Smells flowers. Now they're going to be
Jake,
hyper
dude.
past everything on their way to their next job because now they can work 2 jobs so they can just fly around the city.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love how passionate you are about that.
Nah, I did
That's
too.
like I'm with you. I agree with you. I'm a guy who just likes walking, but
Yeah,
you really
it's good for you mentally. Like I feel like the whole aspect where we walk at the pace we walk at for a reason. You know what I mean?
But then we'll just evolve, dude. That's how evolution occurs. We fucking all get those things, and now we don't need. We'll probably build less of a calf muscle walking or something, but
We're just evolving into a state of, Wall-E, the movie?
oh yeah.
yeah.
That's where we're at. We don't need to do any more evolving.
All
We're just
Well,
devolving.
right. Next current event.
AJ
Conor
walks
McGregor.
fast, bro.
Yeah, I got a little bit.
I bet you walk at like 5 miles per hour.
No.
That's slow,
What? Are
right?
you shitting me? That's pretty fast. I don't walk that fast.
You walk fast, bro. We'll be hanging out and you'll be like 20 steps ahead of me. Be like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "Dude, slow down."
That's what people say.
I'll fucking put you on my back, bub. I'll carry you. Well, you'll get to see what it's like to walk that fast. Conor
sweet.
McGregor versus Michael Chandler is supposed to happen after the announcement that they're going to be doing
It's
the Ultimate Fighter,
It's happening.
the Ultimate Fighter season whatever 30, I believe.
31.
31. Thanks, Brad. But yeah, they're going to be the coaches on the Ultimate Fighter this year, and then supposedly after, if everything goes right, no injuries occur, they're going to fight sometime later this year. It says the opening odds have been released ahead of their matchup. The date, venue, and location for the fight have yet to be announced by the UFC. Chandler had been calling for a fight with McGregor for months, most recently following his loss to Dustin Poirier. Now he'll get his wish to fight with McGregor and a prolonged build-up in the form of the Ultimate Fighter. Opening odds were released on Monday, just hours after the McGregor-Chandler news. As of this writing, the online sportsbook DraftKings has both McGregor and Chandler at -110, meaning a bettor would have to drop 110 to earn a $100 profit on either fighter.
How come every Conor fight they put him at that? The same thing. Dustin was -110 or -120. They always do that.
I bet it'll change ahead
It
of it.
will, but I mean, it won't change much.
It'll go like I bet it'll go like 20 points or whatever you want to call it. Like negative 130 to plus 110.
Jake sitting there like, why don't people just walk? Look at the trees.
I'm looking to see what AJ's next ad that pops up is.
Yeah, I'm trying to get these to go away. I had my fucking computer got a huge virus not too long ago. I had to buy McAfee protection. All right. We'll skip this one. I wanted to show you guys this real quick, and then I got one last one. So I don't know if you guys have you guys ever heard of car jitsu?
Nope.
Yeah.
Car jujitsu has been like blowing up on my phone lately.
What?
It's literally where, all right, he kind of gives like a.
What are we looking at here?
It's car jujitsu. I'll break it down for you after this little scrap at the beginning.
They fight in the car?
Yeah.
Oh, this is dope. This is what we got to get on, boys.
So what you got to focus on is getting your seatbelt off first, because they use the seatbelt against you.
Well, how did homie get out of his so quick?
Because it's like he's got a quicker draw.
No, he's cheating. He didn't have it clicked.
No, he did, but you just see how the white guy was very slow to the jump.
They're all white.
You notice how all the people around the car are like spectating?
I like how they're doing it in like a shitty car.
I don't know if this is 2-on-1 or what. What the fuck's going on here?
I think he's so good defensively that they put 2 on him. Look at him; he's already got 2 feet out the door.
Yeah, this might be like a see how. Try to escape. That makes sense.
You have to like stay in the car. I think is the
You want to keep him in the car.
right. You don't want to let him escape.
Escape 46. Okay, I bet you I can get out quicker.
I don't know, not with 2 guys like that, but yeah, that's just been blowing up on my stuff.
Because those guys are definitely in like Georgia, the country.
Yeah.
Dude, those guys are from Gaylord, Michigan.
Hell no.
Last one. This past, I think it was Sunday.
Oh yeah.
That New Hampshire set the record for the coldest recorded temperature in the U.S. And it was right in town. It was up on Mount Washington. They had a negative 108 wind chill, bro. Like that's insane. I can't even fathom. Like it was cold down here. It was probably like negative 25, but nothing close to that. I guess it was like negative 46. Yeah, negative 46 degree Fahrenheit with 97 mile per hour winds and a negative 108 Fahrenheit wind chill.
So, what is it about this mountain that makes it so windy? Like, is it just right in the path of like the jet stream or something? I don't know.
I don't know what makes it so windy. I know the highest recorded wind was like 262 miles an hour or something absurd like that. It's not like it's a crazy tall mountain, it's 6,200 feet.
That's high. When we were younger, you used to tell me about this mountain and like the blood stains on the side of it and stuff. And the building's all chained down.
The building is chained down. Like this is the observatory. I don't know if it was that day.
That is terrible.
But yeah, it is scary. You can see it from like down where I'm at. You just see like the little peak of the observatory up there, and people just live there year round. Just stay up there.
I think about this place every few months.
Every few months.
It's such a weird place.
It is. It's pretty odd. No, I think the bloodstain thing, I don't know if that was fabricated, but I do know, I'll tell you, when they do the race to the clouds, like they race rally cars up the auto road, and there's parts on the road that have big X's, big like orange or yellow X's, that if you go off at that point on the road, they won't even come and look for you because they know that you're just you're done. You ain't living. But yeah, why waste people's time?
They have
resources
a rally going on here in Atlanta.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the type of one that like Pastrana used to do and whatnot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used the current event of Ken Block's death.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I don't think we talked about that on here. That's gnarly.
Had to
We
happen.
we did talk about that because it was like
Yeah.
it was a snowmobile accident, right? And it flipped on top of him,
Landed on him.
which is a crazy way to go. Because
Kind of cool though.
I mean, I'm
At
not
least it's
saying
not. At least
crazy.
it's not like cancer, you know.
Yeah, no, he definitely died probably doing. I feel like there's probably other times he could have died too. You know, like it just
Oh
eventually
yeah, man.
that shit just happens. He was
Yeah.
probably just fucking doing something that I would never attempt. You know, most
Well,
people would never attempt.
Jake can actually drift cars better than him. I know that.
Drift in the what do you got now? You don't have not a Mazda. What the fuck's it called?
The Audi.
Did you get? Oh, you sent me a picture of it, right?
Um, yeah, probably. I think I did.
That nice. It's like brand new.
Now I have a Tacoma.
Damn, you flipped through them quick, huh?
Yeah. Recently,
Is that
Why
because
is
you
that?
want it? Yeah, why?
I just wanted something for a little while before I moved that was going to be fun and exciting. Because the next pretty fun.
The old Toyota Tacoma.
So I had that. That thing had 500 horsepower, the Audi.
That's
And
nuts.
then that had some issues, I think. And then
You were torquing her too hard, probably.
I don't know. Nothing was diagnosed on it. But then I got the Tacoma to be practical because you can do all sorts of like you can put camping accessories on and like attach a tent to the bed and go out in the desert in Arizona.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people get vehicles like that because of the same thing you just said. Oh,
Yeah.
you can attach this and
Yeah.
that. But how often do people actually use that shit, you know?
I know I'm going to use it a lot.
You're gonna go camping a lot?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
I believe it. Just out in
I mean,
the
it's a
desert.
cheap thing to do. Camping's
Gets-
cool, man.
It gets cold at night, bub. Remember that.
I know.
You're gonna be fucking fear and loathing in Las Vegas. You're gonna be taking like
Mm-hmm.
what was the drug they took that made them feel like, or they were seeing lizards?
I think that was their representation. It was probably peyote or something, but
It was like peyote. Yeah, I can't remember.
All right,
Peyote.
champ. I gotta go.
All right, yeah. Now he's got to go. So we'll wrap it up. I barely can even see the fucking kid. It's so dark. I just see like his little nose, his little white button nose.
yeah.
Dude, we're gonna have to lace up the gloves when we see each other next. I think.
He's just been looking down. All I see is his fucking little white button.
I'm reading
nose.
this book. I have to find what a rectifier or whatever this thing is.
You can read.
Dude, see, that's a good one.
Let's go, Brett. I'm ready.
That's what I'm talking about. You want what? What do you mean you're ready?
I'm ready to talk about
You
stuff.
just said you were gonna strap up the gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to you, AJ, because you said talking about my white button nose.
Yeah, but it seems like Leachy's ready to fucking strap up. Look at him nodding, dude.
No,
Can't miss, dude. All I gotta do is swing with my eyes closed.
I don't want to fight anybody. My head can't take any more trauma.
Hit him in the
Have you
neck.
ever been checked?
Checked?
Yeah.
What is
Just
that?
in
Like,
general.
like been clocked in the head?
No, that's not what he's saying, dude. No, he's saying about your trauma.
I'm just saying in general.
What, dog?
Has the head ever been checked?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I checked it out. What do you mean?
Good.
All right, this has been another great episode of the Fucking Boys. This has been awesome.
You think I gotta
Jake,
get something
Jake.
checked out?
You're great, Brad. You're great.
I'll get something checked out.
I'm
If it
sure
costs
Jake
money.
can give you meds for it or something, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, he can.
we can reduce his swelling. But thanks, Jake, for coming on the pod again. Like I said, he was the first guest we ever had, so it's dope to finally get you back. I mean, it's not like we've been fucking pulling for you. You're just a G, so I knew if I could hit you up, you'd probably be down to do it, you know? So I'm glad you did. Brad's glad you did. He's learning about rectifiers
We'll
right
honestly probably have Jake on a lot more because
I don't know if Brad tries to put himself in these positions, but he's good at it.
Thanks, dude.
now. Oh, fuck. All right. Well, love you guys. Thanks for listening. Go subscribe, like, rate, do all that shit. And
Jake, are you subscribed to us?
Yeah.
if Jake opens up a fucking pharmacy near you, you better fucking become a member there, because I know he's gonna do memberships. That's his way. That's the paywall. You know, you can get verified at Jake's Pharmacy. But like I said, love you guys. Love you too. Talk to you guys later.
Peace.
So what?